everyone, my name is Holly and I'm the editor of International Airport Review, and today I'm joined by Vivian Cheung, Chief Executive Officer of Hong Kong International Airport. So Vivian, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi, Holly. It's nice to meeting you again.
So today we're going to talk about how Hong Kong Airport is combining human expertise with AI-enabled operations, the subject that you will be talking about at the upcoming International Airport Summit happening on the 10th to the 12th of November in Rome. So for those of you that don't know, Hong Kong is setting global benchmarks as the world's first airport to deploy fully autonomous vehicles at scale in live operations. With more than 70 driverless vehicles, including electric tractors, patrol cars, and shuttle buses operating with level 4 autonomous technology. So firstly, congratulations on this huge achievement.
Thank you. Thank you, Holly. Yeah.
So what was the reasoning behind this innovation and what is the end goal?
I think the reason is very practical, that we need something more reliable and more efficient, and also that as not labor dependent. Right? And the autonomous vehicle turned out to be a very, very reliable solution. I think that we are the first one really fully committed for this model of operation. We start quite early. So this is, I think, 6th or even 7th year we're into autonomous vehicle, starting from just taking the luggage from one point to the other. And we then roll into the cargo and then the passenger bus for our staff. And now, pretty soon, going to launch that for the passenger and land side, so they can transfer from point to point. And it's because of each step we took. We took a very careful research and test, and to prove that it's not only technical feasible and also financially affordable. When we started, each vehicle can cost $1 million. Nobody can afford it. So we looked for a vendor to help us to develop a software to control some of the existing truck, the baggage cars that can take baggage from one place to the other. And the solution is really affordable. And then after the whole bunch of tests, and we also realized that it's not only affordable and also very reliable, and compared to human driver, it's even much safer because they never rest. 365 days, doesn't matter. And we also it's weatherproof, right? And they don't have fatigue. So there's zero accident rate. Right? And so with such a reliable, affordable solution, and plus Hong Kong have a long a labor shortage issue. Right? But so with this, especially with a licensed driver. So with this solution, it will help us to resolve a practical issue on lack of drivers on the apron, and also when there's weather, they have all sort of interruption, and plus I think that cost is very effective compared to a human driver. Now after 6 years. And as we prove that model really work, then we start to push in other territory, including talk about taking baggage from one point to the other, and cargo. Cargo is also a challenge because they are much heavier. And this kind of a vehicle, mostly we are using electricity powered vehicle. So you have to be able to take a very heavyweight cargo, and we did it. And then the patrol car, the fences, and landside patrol, and also take staff around, become a shuttle bus. And now a landside that are taking people from one point to the other. We also take this take all sort of opportunity to introduce this technology. We don't want to, we're happy to share with any airport are interested to go into this venture. And so we have done a lot of workshop when people want to invite different airport, or when airport want to visit us, we openly discuss how this model works. So here we go, and that's where we are right now.
Fantastic. And
Mhm.
in terms of the end goal, is your goal to make all of the drivers on the air side autonomous? Is that the end goal? 100% airside driverless vehicles.
You know, I think 5 or 7 years ago, we have the end goal that we want everything on the air side to be electronic e-car, and I think we did it. But of course, with the exception that some of the heavier vehicle that's not available on the market, there's still traditional kind of fuel. Same thing as autonomous vehicle. As long as the market is available, we want them to be here. But even if the market is not available, we will actually push market to develop, because we think the Hong Kong airport is big enough to give the supplier some incentive to develop something there for the industry. So when you say it's 100%, we do have a goal for this 5 years. The goal is to have the entire apron to be autonomous. But of course, same thing as what I said before for the e-car. There will be some exception, as some of the jumbo equipment might not be as easy. But as we see from the industry are pushing putting effort into development all different kind of autonomous, including even aircraft pushback, all this type of thing, right? And air bridge, autonomous air bridge, connect to the aircraft. So we are actually putting project for all these elements, and our goal is 100% human free on the apron. And we even have the driverless Uber on the not Uber per se, the brand, but then similar driverless taxi in the apron. So when there's a worker needs to travel from one point to the other, and they don't want to wait for the bus, and so they can call this Uber inside. So I believe that we can achieve. Maybe in five years, majority 90-some%, but it's still with some equipment is harder. But everyone will know that that's our direction.
Fantastic. And I mean, how were employees when this initiative was rolled out? Were they accepting or resistant at first? Like, how has that been for you in terms of the change management process?
I think that 5 or 6 years ago, when we were very busy, that was 2019, 2018, we were so busy. I think the staff was happy that was something that going to help them. And at the time, we're actually facing some issue on baggage delivery. There's not enough driver, and staff have worked in double shift in order to meet the requirement on delivery time, especially for the arrival baggage, right? But then once we launched the autonomous vehicle, they actually realized it really helped them. Now we have a very good reputation on our baggage delivery time, and mainly contribute by now we have enough resource combining autonomous vehicle and the driver, the real driver or labor. And so that helped a lot. So seldom, there's a different stakeholder. One is the staff, the other one is the owner of this operator, the real operator. The company was worrying that, we have all this kind of mission and goal, whether they can achieve it or we're going to hurt their business. But now, after several years, they realize this is really win-win. Right? We will buy the vehicle, and we will only charge them per use. Now, it helped the company in the financial senses. They don't need to invest a lot. Right? And they can use it, and we will maintain it. They only pay for when they need to use it. And the staff were happy because they have this, they can more concentrate on where we really need them. And the autonomous vehicle will just, help them on the side. So it worked really well. I think.
Fantastic. And were there any technical challenges that you faced then?
Of course, yes. The same thing as that when we move out, push out all kind of new technology, there's always a challenge. But as a computer science graduate, I believe that everything have a solution. That's my deep belief. So perhaps that if you have not a perfect solution, after several evolvement, we will have a perfect one, or better one. And I would like to, I told my team that we want to be an agile organization, right? Meaning that we are Formula One type of organization. We get everything prepared, and then we go, right? And so, and during this preparation, we might meet a lot of technical challenge, but then, hey, we will resolve on the way. And autonomous vehicle also presents some challenge, especially they need to learn the entire environment, and or they have to have all kind of scenario in there in order to operating smoothly. Of course, right now with the new version, you might have an AI assist, but still sometimes a new environment they might not understand fully, so there will be some hiccup here and there. But those are all not a very serious hiccup that we will be able to, rectify it and move forward. So far, still good, very good. Mm-hmm.
And in terms of return on investment, what have you seen so far? Do you have any statistics or anything that you can share with us on that?
Certainly, we can. I mean, even very beginning, we have simply use say that if you have one truck, that take the dolly, the baggage dolly, you need with one truck. Usually, you have a 2 or even 3 shift in order to use that to make a fully use of that asset, right? And now that you calculate how much it can cost you, that 2 or 3 people for a whole year, right? And then you calculate what's the maintenance and cost of that vehicle. And then easily you can see that your cost recovery time is very, very short. Usually within 1 or 2 years, your cost is recovered, total recovered. From day on, it's actually a saving for you. Yeah. That's why I think it's worthwhile. Yeah.
Exactly. And then, so where else in your airport operations are you enabling your workforce with artificial intelligence, and where are you seeing real success?
We are actually building an AI team starting from this year. I have engage seniors looking to this. So we're looking at from different category. One is how to make our staff work more intelligently, and to increase the productivity and also quality, and also that they will have more interest in their work environment. So that's the first category. So we have all kind of equipment for them on the computer and training, and show them how to use AI. They even can create a little tool to help them to use the AI. So that's how to make our staff work more smartly. Number one. Number two is that how to provide information even quickly to help decision making and using AI. We used to have a staff sitting there to collect statistics and write report and give you all sort of dashboard. But then now we are able to not totally fully develop, but we are on the way. I have seen the version 1. There'll be different version. We have our own chat box. Right? We can ask the AI and give us a comparison of this year and last year's different kind of market environment or statistic or flight situation, without a person or a team sitting there and try to massage them and give a report for a couple of days. And this we can get instantly, right? So this is again productivity increasing for information gathering for decision making, right? The third type is helping us in a real operation or service environment, and they are more application specific. Right? and to help operation or our business people to launch a new service or to make the operation more intelligent. For example, that on the runway, how can our runway right now is actually operating when we talk about pick up the foreign debris objects on the runway. It used to be, you have to observe where's all this the foreign object. But then with this AI embedded camera, it will help us to pick up where they are, and then we can send people to clean up right away, right? So those are very, very simple entry-level type of AI, and we're trying to enhance it, make it more smart. And there's many different applications. I think adding up, we have 300 some applications waiting at a queue, and to help that to, like I say, reduce the time, reduce the labor needed, and reduce the cost, and also increase the productivity and quality. And so there's quite a lot.
Yeah. Wow, it's great to see so much activity and you really investing in artificial intelligence, to help your workforce, but then also provide a better passenger experience as well. Do you have any lessons learned that you can share with other airports when introducing AI?
Yes, actually, AI is definitely also this stage could be very costly, right? Because at the same time, when you develop all this, you need to provide training, everyone's learning, and you cannot delete the old system yet, right? So it's almost double cost. So we have to be very careful where to invest. And we do have some mistake and choose the wrong vendor, wrong solution. They cannot deliver what they say, but this is happened to any other digitalization. So similar that the same wisdom have to put it in, carefully set priority to see, and especially we learn from that when we set priority, we want to see some success and then we move forward. Some success, we move forward. If we just put a wall everywhere, then you might not be able to get some initial success and build more confidence and move forward again.
So, of course, you're going to be talking about this during your session at the International Airport Summit. What can the audience expect to learn from you that maybe you haven't mentioned here? Perhaps you could give us a little teaser.
Well, I certainly hope that the audience will raise their hand and ask questions. There are all kinds of organization or airport that have the different environment and concerns. For example, we are a totally 5G airport. So for me to implement AI, I already have a very healthy infrastructure to help me to deliver AI. So some of the infrastructure is also important. And definitely, before I go into this conference, I will also ask my partner airport what kind of things they are facing or interested, want me to cover. And I prefer a very interactive environment that I can gather from the question from the audience and I can answer to them.
Fantastic. And of course, you'll be joined by speakers from the likes of Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta Airport, DFW, Rome, Heathrow, Narita, and many more. So is there anything in particular that you're looking to learn from the other speakers at the summit that you can take home to your airport?
Oh, certainly. That although I do have a benchmark airport we talk about, but then I still want to learn, where are the pain point that they are using AI to help them? Does it work? I think airport definitely need to learn from each other, and that's also why we are very open. And whenever we discover something that's good for us, we always think that somebody else also would love to use it. I hope that I can meet all these colleagues and learn more from them, and we can also implement these airports. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. As I said, Hong Kong is really setting the benchmark. So I think so many of our audience and other speakers are going to be so excited to learn from you. But thank you so much, Vivian. That was my final question.
Thank you very much, Holly. Yeah. Hope to see you soon.
Definitely. And of course, to ensure that you don't miss out from hearing from Vivian and her fellow airport leaders, then head over to the International Airport Summit website to register for your place today. Thank you, and we will see you in the Eternal City of Rome this November.